Hello and welcome to, well, my couch. Why am I coming to you from my couch this week? Well, it's because I plan on spending a lot more time right here on the couch. What will I be doing here on the couch, you ask? Well, I'll be doing what I do best, or in some cases worst. I'll be playing video games, and the upside is I'll be bringing you guys along for the ride. That's right, I finally did it. I finally bought a capture card. And I have it somewhere. Here it is. I have here the Roxio GameCap HD Pro more names than you can shake a stick at capture card, which is pretty good. It works alright. I've already tested it out with Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, which is a ridiculous amount of fun and sometimes super frustrating. And the card worked great, so we'll have footage of that if you guys can join me for, and I'm very excited about that. We can finally actually play some video games together, guys. This is going to be great. So that's why I'm coming to you from the couch this week, because I'm going to be planted here a lot more often, and I'm looking forward to that. Now, some of you may have noticed that the couch is not the only thing that's different this week. In fact, that's right, there is also a new opening, and there will be a new closing theme for you guys to enjoy. Why is there a new opening and a new closing theme for you guys to enjoy? Well, that's a bit of a complicated story. It starts with a very loyal viewer, that's right, one of you, approaching me and informing me that even though a lot of artists have posted their music for use in either a commercial or a non-commercial setting, that they were being posted as a share-alike license, which you can see in all of my credit sequences. And you used to be able to read in all the descriptions, but descriptions have been updated now. You can see the original credits embedded at the end of each episode. So like I said, they were all under a share-alike license, and the viewer was kind enough to inform me that I was actually misusing this music, which I had no intent to do. I thought I was attributing it properly, and in fact it was attributed properly, but part of the share-alike license under which this content was provided, one of the requirements is that you also post your content under a share-alike license, and of course anyone who uses YouTube knows that I was not doing that. I was posting it under the standard YouTube agreement. So it's just a different license. It wasn't quite compatible, and that meant that I wasn't fulfilling one of the requirements of using the music. So I approached these artists and I asked them, hey, can I have permission? Can I use your music? And luckily enough for me, everyone was super cool about it. Some of them were even very appreciative of the fact that that the mistake had been noticed and that I was attempting to rectify this mistake, because apparently people rip off music a lot, and that's not cool. Don't do that, guys. So I was very lucky. Everyone was completely cool with it. They were like, yeah, go ahead, you can just keep using the music the way you've been using it. No problems. And Andre Pierre, I believe is how you pronounce the name. I'm sorry, I've only read it, I've never actually heard it. He was the composer of Pletro from Amiga 500 Revival, which was the opening and closing theme previously. He was very cool about saying, yeah, go ahead, just keep using the music the way you've been using it. No problems whatsoever, don't worry about it. Small Colin, he was the artist who composed Mutations Sound 29 Remix, which is the background music, which you can probably hear right now. Again, he was totally cool about it. He's like, yeah, go ahead, you can just keep using it the way you've been using it. And in the course of asking permission, I started to get thinking about, commercial versus non-commercial, and maybe I should keep my options open. I don't have any plans right now to commercialize the channel, but down the road, who knows, maybe I'll get an offer from a network, maybe this could go from being a fun side project to, a second income, who knows, right? I'm not saying it will, but if the opportunity comes up, I don't want to have to pass it by. So I started thinking about keeping my options open and asking for the rights to use music commercially as well as non-commercially. And Small Colin was super cool about this. He's been approached before by people who wanted to use his music, and he had originally posted his, even though it was under a share-alike license, as either commercial or non-commercial. So he was already more than cool about me using the music in the way I've been using it and with the potential for commercialization. But he went one step further in terms of cool and was able to help me figure out what I needed and what I didn't need in order to prove that I had permission, because I'd never really thought about this before. I had no idea what I needed to prove that I had permission, because once you start commercializing things, you've got to be a lot more careful about making sure you really do have those permissions and that you have proof that you have those permissions. So again, he was super helpful about that. He's a really cool guy. I highly recommend you checking out Small Colin, and hopefully there'll be a link in the description and also in the credits. But I'll try to put one up somewhere around here as well. So go check out Small Colin. And then I went back, I was thinking about this commercialization thing. I went back and spoke to Andre again, and he was really, really cool about it. His stuff had only originally been posted for non-commercial use, and he was still totally cool with me using it non-commercially. And I asked him, what would it take to get this music, the rights to use your music, commercially? And again, he was super cool about it. He laid out what the requirements were, and I feel he was very, very reasonable about it. Unfortunately, because of the volume of videos I'm hoping to one day be producing on this channel and posting on this channel, I don't think I can afford the rights, which is a shame because he makes some really cool music, and like I said, he's a really cool guy. You should definitely go check him out. Andre Pierre, he's on YouTube as well as other places, and I'll post a link again somewhere so you guys can see and check his stuff out. Really cool stuff. But unfortunately, probably not a viable option for me moving forward if I want to, if I want to leave my options open for commercialization. So I started looking for some other music, and I came across Roll Music, who is a composer who makes really, really cool 8-bit tracks. Sounds pretty much like my childhood. It's really awesome stuff, and who gives pretty much full permission for you to use this music in almost any way you want, so long as you attribute him as the author, which is really, really awesome of him. In fact, I didn't even get to the part about asking for permission, because when I went to his website and I went to the contact section, I went to the contact section, he actually has this like pre-made form like posted already there saying, don't email me, don't bug me about this. If you want to use the music, just go use it. You can use it commercially or non-commercially, so long as you attribute it. It's totally cool. Here's the Creative Commons license is licensed under. Here are the conditions. Just do it. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. This guy's so cool. And his music's great. I can understand why he would get a lot of requests for people wanting to use this music, because it really is cool stuff. So just go check out Roll Music. It's something that anyone can integrate into their projects, and check out his website, because it does have that permission form on there that you can make a copy of and keep for your records in case you're worried about proving that you have permission. So Poppies was a track of his that really struck my ear. I really took a liking to it, and that's where the new opening and closing themes came from. So that's the story behind that. So now everything's on the up and up, making sure I've really got proper permissions, which I thought I had before, but luckily thanks to one of you loyal viewers, I found out that I didn't, and I was able to rectify that situation. I'm glad I was able to get that taken care of as quickly as possible and as early on in the channel's existence as possible. But you know what? Some of you more avid viewers may have noticed that there was actually a third change this week as well. Not only am I coming to you from the couch zone, not only was there a new opening and will there be a new closing theme, but there are also new icons. What's the deal with that? Well, that's actually something I've been working on for quite a while and just finally got around to finishing. Again, another one of you guys, another one of my avid viewers was kind enough to point out to me that the icons I was using already were a little misleading, let's say. They gave the impression that you had to watch each episode in order. Like, you couldn't watch episode 2 unless you watched episode 1, you couldn't watch episode 7 unless you watched episode 8, or, sorry, you couldn't watch episode 8 unless you watched episode 7, like a TV show, I guess. And that's understandable. Obviously the icons were numbered sequentially like that, but that's not the case. My episodes, you can pretty much watch whatever you want, whenever you want. There are only a few episodes that are related in terms of part 1 and part 2, and other than that, pretty much everything's just a standalone episode. Hey, you can come and go as you please. Watch what you want, don't watch what you don't want. It's cool. Just be cool about it, man. Do whatever you like. We're easy breezy here in the red zone. You don't have to stick around and watch everything. If you just found this channel today and you're seeing however many episodes, I think there should be 24 episodes right now, you don't have to start with episode 1. You can watch episode 24 first if you want. That's cool. So I wanted to make the episode's icons a little more reflective of that fact. So that's why there are new icons up. So now Now it doesn't actually have a number on the episode icon, it just has the title so you can see what it is. Unless it is one of the ones that's a part 1 or a part 2, in which case you'll notice that it says part 1 or part 2. Another reason for this was that the Let's Play content obviously needed to be distinguished somehow from the live action content. So, you know, new icons had to be made anyways. This was a great time to implement the new live action icons as well as the Let's Play icons. So, you know, that's where that came from. And you'll notice a theme here with most of these changes. They were instigated because I got some really great feedback from you guys, because you guys have been really great. I've received, you know, lots of personal messages and lots of advice on how I can better the channel, and I really appreciate that. You know, the more advice you guys can give me and the more input you guys can give me, the better I'm hoping I can make things for you. Because like I said, this was designed as a side project, as a learning experience for me, to figure out how to, you know, appear in video and shoot video and write for video and all that stuff. And now it's also about me trying to learn how to provide commentary for gameplay footage. So lots of new territory, and the more advice, the more suggestions I get, again, you know, the better I can make things for you guys. So thank you for all the support and advice you've provided so far. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed to this channel. I usually try to send out a personal message to all of you guys who are subscribed. If you haven't received one yet, it's probably because your subscriptions are set to private, so I can't actually see who you are, so I can't send you a message. But if you haven't received one, then hey, you know what? Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel, and thanks to everyone who watches the channel, even if you're not subscribed. That's cool too. Now, that said, there is one drawback to making all these changes and getting all this done. As much as I am happy to have made all this progress on the channel and to have this sort of facelift or makeover, as if you will, it did take quite a bit of time. So, as a result, we are a little short on live action episodes for Super Virtual Boy. Now don't worry, there will still be content on the channel. In fact, there'll be more than usual because this should be going up on a Wednesday. So on Saturday, you guys should see 4 whole new episodes hit the channel, but they will be Let's Play episodes, not live action Super Virtual Boy. The live action stuff will be on hiatus for, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 weeks, depending on how my shooting schedule works out and depending on how quickly I can get things edited and whatnot. And a lot of that depends on some new equipment that I've ordered and how well it works and whatnot. It should make things go easier for me, and it should allow me to get things done more quickly for you guys, which will mean more time for us to have Let's Play videos together, which would be great, right? But for now, there will be a short hiatus. Now, like I say, not the end of the world. There will still be content on the channel. More than usual, you should be seeing 4 videos a week now instead of 1, but it'll be of a different type. And then, hopefully, once all the new equipment gets worked out and all the filming and editing is done, you should notice a return to 1 video a week of live action Super Virtual Boy show, in addition to the 4 episodes a week of Let's Play stuff. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep up that pace for, you know, the foreseeable future, for you guys to enjoy and for me to enjoy, because hey, Let's Play stuff is a lot of fun to make. Not that this isn't. This is fun to make too, but Let's Play is a lot of fun to make. I really like that. I can see how people get kind of addicted to making Let's Play videos. That's easy enough to do. So that's it for this week. That's the update. That's what you can expect moving forwards. Most of the Let's Play stuff for the first little while will be on the Wii U, because the Rocktrio GameCap HD Pro, hopefully I got all those names in order, only does component and HDMI. So all my retro systems are composite, so I'm waiting for an adapter to show up, which is one of the new pieces of equipment that will be showing up along with the new camera equipment. So hopefully when all that comes in, we'll be able to get things done not just more quickly, but also we'll be able to get some capture off of some of the older systems, which will be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's it. That's what you can expect moving forward. That's where we are right now. And hey, Saturday, there'll be new videos. In the meantime, guys, stay in the zone.